Good afternoon. This is Kathy with Oaklawn Center on Aging, and we have our Hot Springs sisters, Lois and Michelle. They're going to be cooking for us again today. We are so happy that they've agreed to do this. So, Michelle, I'm going to let you take it away since this is your recipe.
Awesome. Hi, thank you very much. Again, my sister Lois. Today we're going to be making pork carnitas. So they're very delicious, and the more spices you want to put in is how, it can be as spicy as you want or as plain as you want. We kind of like it a little bit plain over here. So I went to Walmart and I bought a pork butt. The smallest one that I could find was about 7 pounds. So I cut it in half pretty much. I put half of it in the first skillet, and we're going to put another one in the crock pot, So I have my little second half of my pork butt over here, and I'm just going to quickly rinse it off. And while I do this, will you cut the onions into wedges?
Sure.
And then cut the lemons and the oranges in half. And then I'm going to squeeze those out on top of it. So you're just going to pat down the meat dry so you don't add any extra juice into it, because you're going to put some juice in there, and the pork actually makes its own juice. Wham. Right in the bottom there. So then I'm just going to take a little bit of salt and pepper and just put it in here. So
Michelle, you just do that to taste?
yeah, I was just going to say, you're supposed to put about a teaspoon of pepper in there, so I just kind of eyeball it. And then it says 3 to 4 teaspoons of salt. So again, I just kind of I'm pretty generous here. Well, okay, put that in there. Very simple, very easy. Then I took one, you can have a brown or a white onion, and then you cut it into wedges, and you're just gonna throw the wedges in here. And then I need some garlic cloves. Now we use a lot of garlic here, and so I just don't buy fresh garlic and smash it, because to me it's just a pain. But you do whatever you want. I buy a big jar of garlic that's minced already, and I get it from Costco, and then I just put it in a little thing like this. And it says to use 8 cloves that are smashed, and so I just kind of eyeball it again. Just I'm going to use about 2 or 3 tablespoons in here, because I also like garlic, so that's one of the things we do like. Now, good job here on the cutting, and then I'm going to juice these. Can you go over to the fridge and there's 1 can of Coke in the refrigerator. So the cool thing about this recipe is what it is the citrus from the oranges, the juice from the orange and the juice from the limes mixes in with the Coke, and that's what gives the pork like the good flavor and makes it nice and soft. So we're going to smash these up. She found the Coke.
So Michelle, Coca-Cola, not Pepsi, correct?
Yeah, actually the recipe does call for Coca-Cola, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because if you want to, occasionally I will stop at a Mexican market or a Mexican store, and I'll buy Mexican Coke, which actually has a little bit more sugar in it than American Coke, and it just makes the meat more tender.
But you would not recommend substituting Diet Coke for
I
this,
absolutely
would you?
would not, or anything like Coke Zero. You got to use a real Coke. And can you measure out 3/4 of a cup of Coke for me? I usually eyeball it, but that's how much you're supposed to put in there.
So that Coke is helping to tenderize that meat as well as flavor?
It is. Oh my goodness, these limes are a little hard.
There you go.
All right, thank you. If you want to, you just pour that in there.
Great.
For
So
me.
it's that simple. We just pour it in.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Now, there's oregano on this recipe. I don't care for oregano, so I don't use it, but you feel free to use oregano if you like it, and it's on the recipe. There's also ground cumin on the recipe, and I am going to add like a sprinkle smidgen, just a smidgen, because I don't really like that much either, but it does add a little bit of flavor to it. That's that right there. And
That
then-
is, yes, okay.
okay. And literally, like, that is all the ingredients. Oh yeah, you can throw a couple of bay leaves in there too if you prefer. Again, not something that I love, so I'm just gonna like, that's it. That's it. And you don't even need to really mix it up or anything. You're just gonna cover it up. And then according to the directions, you can put it on high or low depending on how much time you have. So it goes about 5 to 6 hours on high and 8 to 10 hours on low. So you saw how quickly I put all that together. So within, less than 5 to 10 minutes, you can throw it all in there, and then you can just go about your day for 5 to 8 hours, depending on how long you want to. And then, through the magic of television, voila, we have it cooked. So this is the other half of the, let me see the fork. Thank you so much. So we're gonna gently take it out of here. I'm gonna move over here. So we're gonna gently take this out of here, and we're gonna put it on top of this, this cutting board. And one thing I love about this cutting board is that it's got this little gully in here, so it'll trap the juices before it spills all over the place. Okay, and here we go. Now it's gonna be very tender, so you gotta be very careful. Taking it out, let it drip a little bit, and then you move it over here. Now I'm very explicit in the instructions. Make sure that you don't throw any of the juice away, because we're gonna use that as you see coming up here. Now, and see this big giant piece fell off in here, so I went in there and pulled that out of here. And then we just kind of take it with the forks and just kind of pull it apart. See how nice and yummy and easy it fell apart like that?
Oh, that's
delicious. All right, so you're just gonna keep continuing to pull this apart into small pieces, as small as you want to. And then what I've also done is I've pre-labeled some baggies, because I'm gonna, when these cool off, I'm gonna take them and cut them into one meal for my husband and myself. And I'm gonna pour a little bit of the juice in here, and then I'm gonna freeze them, so because they make very easy on-the-go kind of meal, because it doesn't take very long for it to defrost. And then I do the exact same thing that we're gonna do right now, how we cook them.
So Michelle, how many meals do you think, just give me a roundabout number. You cooked, you made this, how many meals are you gonna get out of this one pork shoulder for the two of you?
For the two of us, we're probably gonna get at least like 4 or more meals out of this.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of meat here. Look at all this meat. If you wanna zoom on in here. I mean, this is just all delicious, right? I mean, so good.
It
right?
looks delicious.
So then I'm gonna shred this up just a tiny bit more, kind of cut it up here. And then what I'm gonna do is I've already had Lois put the foil on here. So you put some foil on a pan.
And you've preheated the oven.
And then I turned the oven on broil, and then I moved the rack up to the top. So we're just gonna put a little bit on here, because we're gonna make some tacos, because you can't not have tacos, right? So, oh, would you hand me a spoon? I'm so sorry, I forgot the spoon.
Small or big?
Big. And then this is where the juice comes in that makes it very important. Now, you're not gonna use all of the juice. There's a lot of juice in here. So you're going to, for the whole thing. And then you just throw it out or do whatever. So I just pour a little bit of the juice, mix it up, pour a little bit on here. Ooh, yummy. And then this won't take but a couple minutes in that broiler. And all we're doing here is just crisping it up. So in the meantime, I'm gonna come back around here, because I'm gonna warm up the tortillas so we can make the tacos, right? I've had, if you want to, Kathy, I've had Lois cut up some cilantro and onion over here in case somebody likes that on their taco.
And a sour cream
And then
as
I've got
well.
some sour cream as well. And oopsie, so sorry, I forgot the cheese. Please. So usually they'll do either the sour cream, and the cheese, or the cilantro and the onion.
So you buy the Fiesta or Mexican blend in the cheese, Michelle?
I do, because it's kind of got a Mexican flair and 4 different blends of cheese. And then I buy corn tortillas, these little ones. And I have tried many of them, and I find that the Great Value Walmart ones are the best ones, and they last the longest. So if I've had them for a few days, and I just put them in the refrigerator and bring them out when I need them. So all I'm doing is taking a regular pan. I'm not putting anything in the pan. And I'm just gonna turn it on, kind of high, And I'm just gonna throw a couple tortillas in here. And I'm gonna let the stove warm them up. I got myself some plastic tongs, and then I'll flip them over. And then by the time these get flipped over, the meat should be ready, and we should be able to swing together a couple quick tacos.
We'll need some plates.
There we go. Ba-bam.
All right.
Tacos for everybody. So exciting. Lois made a little to-go package here. So like I said, we like it when it's not very spicy. So you can have this not spicy, or you can add as many spices to it as you like.
So if I wanted to slice up a jalapeno, I could do that and put it in there.
You could. So the other way, like my husband also sometimes doesn't want to bother with all the taco stuff, and he loves rice. And so he'll just big pile of carnitas with some rice on there. That's really fast.
Have you ever done refried beans or anything like that?
Yeah, sure. On the side. So I don't usually put those on the taco itself. That's more of a burrito. Oh, said my sister from Michigan. I'm from Michigan too, but I did grow up in California where, Southern California, where, we ate tacos all the time. So why don't you go look and see how that's doing in the broiler? I can see a little smoke rising like this. Oh. And these are starting.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
definitely crispy.
Right by Kathy's hip there. And these are nice and warm too. So that didn't take long at all. So I'm just gonna take these off here with my little tongs.
This is what we find is so nice when you heat them up. It's such a quick meal to prepare.
Yum. They look delicious, don't they? Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Yum. Kathy, what do you like on your taco?
Oh, just give me
You want the cilantro,
everything.
onion?
Everything.
Okay.
Everything.
girl.
Awesome.
You need a small spoon.
Now, what also is really fun is that Lois has never had carnitas before, so this is going to be her first experience.
Again,
eating them
Michigan
because,
sister.
Yes, she just did not really grow up with Mexican food at all. So we're going to put some cilantro and a little bit of onion on Kathy's. You said you want everything?
Everything.
Okay, we're doing it all.
Just,
What about
just
you?
stop, you can stop with the cheese for me.
No cheese.
No, I'll have cheese, no sour
No
cream.
sour cream. Okay, got it. The queso. What about you, Lo?
I'm just cheese and sour cream.
Okay, that's what I am too, so. Super exciting. Put as much, as little as you want on there. A little bit of sour cream for both of us on here. A little dollop of dews. Oh my gosh. This is very exciting. And I'm so excited that Lois's first time eating a carnita is going to be on film. So, yay.
Okay.
So,
We'll
Well,
test
let's
them.
show you what it looks like finished.
Yeah.
Michelle's just gonna roll hers.
perfect.
And enjoy.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Good girl.
Thank you guys for doing this for us. We really
Delicious.
appreciate it. And we will be posting that recipe on our Facebook page. So if you tune into our YouTube channel, go back to our Facebook page and grab that recipe. Thanks for watching.